Hey, what's going on? My name's Ramsey, and I want to talk about this idea of being disciplined like a disciplined soldier, like this guy. And it seems to me that it's possible that there's less discipline today than there used to be. And the reason I wonder that is just because life is easier now. And I wonder if when life was harder, you had to focus on one thing consistently more often in order to survive. You go back however many years you want to go back, it seems that it was probably harder to survive than it is now for at least people in the Western world. And so I just think that that's something that might be fleeting, and you see little signs of that when you look around. So like you might see people very distracted looking at their phone, getting absorbed in the ease of walking. It's like people are walking around, they're not worried about what's around them in any ways. Like they're not worried about threats, they're not worried about really anything. They're just walking, looking down, and walking without any sort of mindfulness about where they're going, likely completely distracted. And I imagine it's even more so when they're at home, on the internet or watching Netflix. It's like if I want some food or I want to get some clothes, I literally just can go on Amazon and do one click, which is just another thing that's really easy. And, I think that, it's just a funny aspect of modern living. And you wonder, is that going to get more so the case? The other side is the internet. You can search down the right informational avenues, say on YouTube or blogs, and you can find amazing advice on how to improve your life and cultivate discipline. So I'm saying there are two sides to the coin, but you just wonder what the trade-off is and where it comes from. I think there's a lot of value. That being said, I think there's a lot of value in cultivating discipline. So I think that there's a lot of value in going down those informational avenues and finding advice on how you can cultivate discipline and how you can try to practice things consistently that build your repertoire of skills, knowledge, understanding, and functionality in the world over time. And it's just something to consider. I think there's a lot of meaning in it. I think you learn a lot about yourself in the process. Again, not a novel idea, but I get concerned, whether it's grounded in an accurate understanding of what's going on, in terms of seeing people looking at their phones so distracted. To me, it's such a I get concerned that it's a sign of weakness. I think that you see people and I think to myself, like, where is your strength coming from? What's your if you're showing that much weakness to me without any effort, how weak are you just behind the curtains is kind of how I feel, and it's kind of what I wonder. So it's something that I just wonder about, and you can extrapolate, where does that land? Like, if someone's looking at the phone walking around, like completely unaware of what's going on, what are their social skills like when they're put on the spot? It's like if someone walks up to them and starts talking to them, or somebody is trying to engage them for a job interview or gauge their skills in handling a difficult situation, how are they going to hold up? Those are the things that I wonder. And where does it build from there? How far down the rabbit hole can you go in terms of somebody's social skills and in terms of their strengths and weaknesses? Just my thoughts. What do you think? Thanks.